I'm not always the best at this sort of thing. Saying what I feel, speaking from the heart. Don't get me wrong, I have moments where I just can't help but say what I'm thinking, but most of the time, I'll admit, I'm afraid. Afraid that what I say won't be enough, or that you won't understand what I'm trying to say. Which I know is silly and crazy because you seem to always understand me. But I'm still afraid. So I sat, and I thought about what I would tell you if I could just get myself to be forthright about it. I thought about all the different ways I could show you how I feel, but I knew that none of them would ever be enough. None of them would ever come close to reflecting what I see when I look at you. My first thought was to write you a poem. It's a bit old-fashioned, perhaps, but romantic, nonetheless. When I sat down to write, I realized that there were no words to describe how you make me feel. So I scrapped the poem, balling it up and throwing it in the corner. Next, I decided to try and paint you a picture. I took out my reds, my greens, purples, yellows, and blues, and I stood in front of my beautiful canvas. I couldn't bring myself to make a single line, because I knew that no color nor brush could ever capture the beauty and warmth in your eyes. So I tossed my paints and abandoned my canvas to the corner with the balled-up poem. I next decided to try to write you a song, so I surrounded myself with as many instruments as I could, running my fingers across their various strings, keys, and buttons. But the more I looked, the more I realized that nothing could ever sound as perfect as the sound of your heartbeat. So I placed the rejected instruments in the pile along with the rest of my failed attempts. Then I decided to try to bake you something. I've always heard the way to someone's heart is through their stomach. I began paging through my recipe book, skimming past cakes, cookies, bars, and other sugar-coated treats. As I paged, I realized that nothing could ever be as sweet as the taste of your name on my lips. With a sigh of frustration, I tossed my recipes into the corner as well. I decided to go for a walk to clear my head. The moment I stepped into the cover of the night, the moon greeted me with her cool glow. She was the only thing I knew was a constant in my life. Until I met you, you were someone I'd grown to know and to trust. Someone I would give the moon and the stars if it meant you'd be happy. As I walked, I talked with the moon, telling her about you and about all that I desired for you, all the good things I wish upon her stars for you and for your life. I pleaded with her to give me a sign, something I could give or words I could say to make you understand. But my dear, my love, the moon was silent. She offered no help, nothing to guide me. I continued walking, turning to the stars for some sort of inspiration, hoping they in their multitude could come up with something. But the stars, the young and naive sons of the moon, unable yet to fully understand what I was feeling, try as they may, all their suggestions fell short. Defeated, I returned to my home, keeping the lights off as I entered. I couldn't bear the thought of seeing my failure sitting in the corner. Exhausted, I collapsed onto my bed, tossing back and forth, desperate for something, anything that would even come close. My mind was completely blank, and yet it seemed to race. I thought of your eyes, your smile, your hair, the feeling of your hand in mine, your laugh, the countless memories we had shared, and the moments I had cherished being by your side. I sat up, tucking my legs into my chest and burying my face in my knees. I wanted to tell you everything, the happiness and all the good things I wished for you, the way I would beg to the moon each night to keep you safe from any nightmares that may threaten to claw their way into your mind, the days I spent counting down until I could hear your voice again, how badly I wanted to trust you with everything and to keep nothing hidden. A streak of light in the room captured my attention, pulling it out of my flurry of thoughts. A moonbeam cut through the dark room, casting her soft glow on the corner and my rejected creations. Was she taunting me? Or did she see something I was missing? Slowly I crawled out of bed and sat down at my desk. Then, my eyes fixed on the moonlight, I began to write. I wrote about how I want to express my true feelings for you and to create something that would fully and completely convey the feelings in my heart. I wrote about the moon and her stars and how I would pray for something, anything I could say or do to make you understand. In the end, I don't know if you ever will know how much I care or what you mean to me. To be honest, part of me doubts you ever could know. I just want to get my thoughts down, to be honest, to tell you what was on my mind, to tell you my hopes and dreams, all I desire for you.